Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are back on to our live with story time with Reverend Reese. And today's story is again coming from our Mickey Mouse with Friends stories. So I hope you will sit back and enjoy as we listen to today's story. Mickey's rafting trip. Hmm. One sunny summer day, Mickey and Minnie and Pluto headed deep into the woods. I can't quite wait to get into the river, Minnie said. Going whitewater rafting is such an adventure. Pluto barked in agreement. Whew. Well, Mickey said, we don't have to wait much longer, Mickey said, pointing through the trees. Look, there's the river. When they reached the water, Mickey inflated the raft while Pluto unpacked the oars. Minnie secured all their gear for the trip downriver. Then the three friends put on their helmets and climbed into the raft. The water was shallow and still. One, two, three, push! Mickey yelled as he and Minnie pushed away from the shore with their oars. Then they paddled through the calm waters through the rapids. When they reached the fast-moving water, Mickey and Minnie worked together to move the raft safely through the choppy waves. Paddle, paddle on the left, Minnie yelled to Mickey over the roaring river. Mickey moved his oars to the left and pulled it hard through the water. The little raft reared around a rock. Pluto sat in the middle of the raft, watching the forest rush by and loving the ride. Sounds like they had a good time. The three all swished and bumped and sloshed their way down the river. Suddenly, Pluto stood and started barking. Woo, 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 woo. What is it, boy? Mickey asked. He and Minnie both looked in the direction that Pluto was barking. Oh, Mickey, look! There's a bear cub stuck on that rock, cried Minnie. Just ahead of them, a stooping wet bear cub stood shivering on the large rock in the middle of the river. He looked cold and scared. Well, we have to help him, Minnie said, but the raft is headed away from him. Quickly, Mickey said, paddle to the right. The two friends pulled their oars hard, turning the raft towards the little bear. Oh, they saw a bear that was stuck on the raft. He does look scared. Mickey jumped and pulled the raft near the rock. Hey, little guy, he said, turning to the bear cub. How did you get stuck out here? Bears like to swim, Minnie said. Maybe this cub is too young to be a stronger swimmer, and the current pulled him out here. Oh, good thing they were able to save him, huh? Yes, like Six Flags, right. Let's get him in the raft. We'll take him back to the shore to find his family, Mickey said. Nudging him gently, Mickey moved the cub bear towards the raft. The cub was nervous, but he seemed to trust his new friends. He stepped into the boat and sat down right next to Pluto. All right, here we go, Mickey said as he stepped in. He and Minnie used their oars to push away from the rocks and back into the rapids. Good thing they were able to save the bear. Oh, he's a cute little bear. Look for a good place to land on the shore, Minnie yelled as Mickey rushed over the rushing water. The fog was thick along the river. Minnie and Mickey searched for a beach and another flat rock so they could land safely with the raft. They passed trees, bushes, and rocky cliffs as they sped through the waves. The raft bounced, then plunged, then swished, then swirled. The the bear cub snuggled close to them, hiding his face. I can see a spot, Minnie said. There's a little beach just ahead. Ooh, that's the kind of ride I like. That seems like fun, all that. Mm. Soon they were safely on the shore. The bear cub leaped from the raft. He jumped and rolled in the sand, then ran back and forth in front of Mickey and Pluto and Minnie. He's probably the first bear ever to try whitewater rafting, Mickey said, laughing. I don't think he liked it as much as we do. Look how happy he is to be back on land, Minnie said. Yeah, I definitely agree. I don't think he liked it either. What should we do now? Minnie asked. We can't leave him here. He's so far from downriver where he was found. What if he doesn't know how to get home? Well, Mickey said, I suppose we can walk back through the woods to help him find his family. As long as we don't mind cutting our raft trip short. The friends agreed that that was a good plan, and they packed up all their supplies. Very good. They're going to go help him find his home. Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto and the Bear Club headed through the forest, following the windy path of the river. They climbed rocks, jumped over fallen logs, and crossed through streams. Pluto and the cub ran ahead, chasing each other through the trees. The sound of the winds are so different from the roaring of the river, Minnie said. I can hear birds chirping, crickets chirping, cricket, 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 and the trickle of the little stream. It's so quiet and peaceful. It is. Can you imagine hearing all that in the forest? The birds, the chirping, the wind blowing. I like walks in the forest. I know that had to be an exciting time. Finally, the group reached a little clearing with a rocky cliff on the side. The beer club ran towards the cave to the base of the cliff. Look, Minnie said, I think we found his family. A mama bear and two cubs ran out the cave towards the little cub. The four licked and nuzzled each other happily. Oh, he was reunited with his family. Don't they look happy? The little cub turned towards Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. They smiled and waved at him from the edge of the clearing. Good luck, little guy, Mickey said. Be careful near the river, Minnie called. Pluto barked goodbye. Woo, woo! And the three friends walked into the woods, while the cubs followed his family into the cave. Time for them to say goodbye. I'm glad we helped that little cub, Minnie said. He looked so happy to be home. I know. We planned to spend the day whitewater rafting, Mickey said, but I think we ended up with an even greater adventure. Yes, Minnie said. Two adventures are definitely greater than one. The end. That's a cute little story. I think what it was is you see, they were having a trip to go water rafting, and when they went there, it kind of diverted to something else. But what I like about the whole trip is that in the beginning, when they were water rafting, they were using teamwork. So it shows that how when you're with your friends and family, how sometimes you got to do things together to get a job done. And you see that even as they went along the ride, as they thought they were going to have this fun on the water raft, They found that somebody needed their help. Have you ever been around a situation in which you were doing one thing and then God diverted the plan and you ended up having to help yourself, help somebody else? Like maybe you were out trying to do something for yourself, have a good time, and then you saw somebody that was in need and you had to go ahead and, your heart didn't want to leave them where they were at. So you had to help them. Even in this time and state that we're in right now, I know a lot of us are seeing a lot of people that are in need, and sometimes it's easy to be selfish. But when you see somebody that needs some help, you assist them. That's what I like about the story today. It taught us about teamwork and it taught us about helping others. And it also taught us about the value of family and friends, as always. That cub was so happy to see his family again because he was taken away from them. And the friends were so happy to be together that they were having a good time and they did something for someone else. So that's our lesson today, is that we should always realize that sometimes in our lives, we may have some adventures that are our own, but they get kind of diverted to allow us to help somebody else. And in that helping, we always have some kind of plan or teamwork that we can assist somebody with so that they can have a better life just like you. They brought that cub back to his family and he was happy. They had a great day on that water raft, and I'm a little jealous because I would have loved to have been on that water raft. But they had a good time at the end. And that's what it's all about. It's still about loving each other, being there for each other, and doing right for others. So I believe that is our story time for today. I hope you enjoyed the story. I still need to go to the store and get some more books. I'm going to do that today. But you all continue to stay safe, be well, know that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And meet back here tomorrow at 12 noon exactly to have another story time with Reverend Reese. I'm glad you loved it too, Sister Ford. Have a great day. Bye.